We know how effective the Georgian scrum can be, and we handled that pretty well. We had scored a maul try. Probably could have done a little better on a couple of those if we stayed a bit more disciplined. Our line out worked. It was always going to be one of those types of nights with the conditions. So, yeah, it was a good hit out, in fact, for the forwards. I thought they got a good shift in.
Relevance for England?
Yeah, no, like just as far as preparation's concerned, yes. As far as the matchup is concerned, no, none really. The dynamic of two different teams playing against each other. So the hit out was good. Like, just having to dig in, work hard, get up off the ground, get into some tough stuff. It's sort of how we wanted the game to go. We wanted to work like that.
What was your halftime message, Cheik? Because it was the first half that your team completely dominated, but only had a narrow lead at halftime. Was it just sort of keep at it, sort of thing?
Yeah, I think, we just wanted to go. I think we wanted to go a bit faster in the non-moments of rugby. So set quicker for scrums, get to line, just speed all of that up. There was a lot of lost time there, and we want to. We know the Georgians are a good team, and we know that we could try and stretch them with fitness, right? So we wanted to get that advantage in. I thought, our first half was better than our second half, but we scored more points in the second half, which is not really sensical, I suppose. But then that comes a bit with the fatigue of the opposition as well. So there was no major message or directional change. It's stay at it, especially from the forwards. A few things I think we definitely need to work on out the back, but we'll get to that during the week.
Next question, in the front.
Michael, a lot of ball in hand tonight from your boys, especially given the conditions. Was that something you guys were working on as a dress rehearsal for a wet knockout stage?
Look, it's pretty obvious we're the lowest kickers in international footy, so we like to play with the ball in our hands. We knew the conditions would be tricky, and I thought we did drop a bit too much ball. We carried a bit too much ball in our chest. In the conditions, that's going to happen. You're going to get balls spitting out. It's not like they were clean drops. So, but I thought our carrying was strong. We didn't have the finishing touch on a lot of stuff. So we definitely need to put that on, and we'll prepare that, and we'll be ready for it. To finish the opportunities that'll come our way next weekend.
Michael, what are your plans for tonight? Do you go back to Tokyo? Do you stay here? What do you do?
Yeah, we're just working all of that out now. There's we've got a couple of options. We're going to see what the weather's doing now, and what the roads are doing now, and we'll head for the hills somewhere. Yeah, not sure where. We'll choose now when we get back into the dressing room and we get some proper reports. I've been told that we've learnt a new word about the weather over here. I've been told I have to get into this press conference by Michael Hooper. He said that the word is capricious, which means it changes all the bloody time, right? So you don't know what's happening at one stage or another. But look, we've got a couple of options, and we'll manage those once we get back and get a read on what's happening with the weather.
How did you feel Matt Tumua went tonight, Michael? And what are the sort of decisions you have to make around your 5/8 for the quarterfinal?
Yeah, I thought he was solid, He gave good direction. It's his first time starting there since, I think, probably when we played England last year. So I thought he gave good direction to the forwards. His chat was good. So yeah, I think he was solid there. In difficult conditions. We've got to, like we do every week. I'll sit down with the selectors and we'll go through the pros and cons of each player according to the team we're going to play on that weekend coming, and then pick what we think is going to be the best combination of players to do that. And the 5/8 position will be no different.
Just hit. Yep.
Are you clear at all, Michael, on Cooley Beale's situation at the moment, how badly he might be injured from that head knock?
Well, he'll go through the return to play protocol. We've got an 8-day turnaround, so there's plenty of time for him to get through that. Marking all the the milestones along the way, and he's feeling good in the dressing room now, which is good. So we'll just take it as it comes. Yeah.
Jim?
Michael, old foes England lining up. They've got a bit of a record against you, I guess. Where do you think your team's improved since Twickenham last year? The most significant areas that make you confident for this game?
Mate, I'm really pleased with the way the forwards are playing. I think they're getting a bit between their teeth. You know, they're liking the battle. I want to play physical, and with a bit. I think we're playing with more speed in the forwards than we were last year. And I think they'll be really looking forward to this contest. See it in the dressing room already.
Luke?
Michael, what's the overall feeling from tonight? Is it slight frustration at the handing errors that were in there, or is it pleasure at the forward play and the general approach?
Yeah, mate, me as the coach, I'm a little bit indifferent about that sort of thing. And when you say, is it pleasure or is it frustration? It's about getting to the end, right? That's when you can start feeling some emotions, right? Right now, you just right now you're just picking out what you need to do. Maybe some of the things that aren't consistent in your game, or whatever. There's no point in feeling pleased, because I might feel pleased today, and then next week, maybe not, and same as last week to this week. So, yeah, not really either of those things. Just pick out the things I want to get going for this week, and then go from there. We're in it, and we're very happy about that for sure. So yeah, looking forward to it.
We've got time for two more. Jim?
Check 0-6 against Eddie Jones and England. What relevance does that have for this week? Do we call them favourites?
Well, mate, I don't know what relevance it'll have. I don't know if it'll have any. Don't really care, to be honest, if it's got any relevance. Because the only relevance is Saturday. So that's pretty much about it. Doesn't matter, all the different things. Who's had a week off, who's had a week on, who's been resting, who hasn't. It'll all come down to what happens on kickoff.
Last question.
Just on the week off that England have got, Eddie did seem to think that was an advantage to their guys. Do you think you guys having hit out tonight maybe helps you? Or?
Well, I saw that he was saying that would be an advantage, and that the Typhoon gods were smiling on him. So, yeah, I suppose they better win. They've had the best preparation, according to the coach, so they better go out there and win. If that's the best possible preparation, we'll see how we go.
Thank you very much. Thanks, David.